All right. Let's get into this. All right, let's do this. We've got 1 Kings 15 picking up in verse 16. And we got 1, 2, 3, 4 pages. Much better day. See what I'm saying? If you heard me yesterday, see what I was talking about? We had 8 pages yesterday, now 4 today. It doesn't make any sense. Like, they don't balance this thing out enough. But anyway, let's get started. I'll quit complaining. So 895 BC, war between Baasha and Asa. Now there was war between Asa and Baasha, king of Israel, all their days. And Baasha, king of Israel, came up against Judah and built Ramah, that he might let none go out or come in to Asa, king of Judah. Then Asa took all the silver and gold that was left in the treasuries of the house of the Lord and the treasuries of the king's house, and delivered them into the hand of his servants. And King Asa sent them to Ben-Hadad, the son of Tabrimim, the son of Hezion, king of Syria, who dwelt in Damascus, saying, Let there be a treaty between you and me, as there was between my father and your father. See, I have sent you a present of silver and gold. Come and break your treaty with Baasha, king of Israel, so that he will withdraw from me. So Ben-Hadad heeded King Asa and sent the captains of his armies against the cities of Israel. He attacked Ajon, Dan, Abel, Beth Makkah, and all Chinnereth, with all the land of Naphtali. Now it happened when Baasha heard it, that he stopped building Ramah and remained in Tirzah. Then King Asa made a proclamation throughout all Judah, and none was exempted. And they took away the stones and timber of Ramah, which Baasha had used for building, and with them King Asa built Geba of Benjamin and Mizpah. In the 36th year of the reign of Asa, Baasha, king of Israel, came up against Judah. This is repeating all that, pretty much. What is he doing? What is that dog doing? All right, so summary of Baasha's reign. So 1 Kings 16, then the word of the Lord came. Well, let me read the part that wasn't in Kings real quick. Okay. And at that time, Hanani the seer came to Asa, king of Judah, and said to him, Because you have relied on the king of Syria and have not relied on the Lord your God, therefore the army of the king of Syria has escaped from your hand. Were the Ethiopians and the Lubim not a huge army with very many chariots and horsemen? Yet because you relied on the Lord, he delivered them into your hand. For the eyes of the Lord run to and fro throughout the whole earth, to show himself strong on behalf of those whose heart is loyal to him. In this you have done foolishly, therefore from now on you shall have wars. Then Asa was angry with the seer and put him in prison, for he was enraged at him because of this. And Asa oppressed some of the people at that time. Then the word of the Lord came to Jehu the son of Hanani against Baasha, saying, Inasmuch as I lifted you out of the dust and made you ruler over my people Israel, and you have walked in the way of Jeroboam and have made my people Israel sin to provoke me to anger with their sins, surely I will take away the posterity of Baasha and the posterity of his house, and I will make your house like the house of Jeroboam, the son of Nebat. The dog shall eat whoever belongs to Baasha and dies in the city, and the birds of the air shall eat whoever dies in the field. Now the rest of the acts of Baasha, what he did, aren't they in the book of Chronicles of the king? And also the word of the Lord came by the prophet of Jehu, the son of Hanani, against Baasha and his house, because of all the evil that he did in the sight of the Lord, and provoking him to anger with the work of his hands, and being like the house of Jeroboam, and because he killed them. Elah rules in Israel, so 886 BC. In the 26th year of Asa, king of Judah, Elah the son of Baasha became king over Israel and reigned 2 years in Tirzah. Now servant Zimri, commander of half his chariots, conspired against him as he was in Tirzah, drinking himself drunk in the house of Arza, steward of his house in Tirzah. And Zimri went in and struck and killed him in the 27th year of Asa, king of Judah, and reigned in his place. And it came to pass, when he began to reign, as soon as he was seated on the throne, that he killed all the household of Baasha. He did not leave him one male, nor neither of his relatives nor his friends. Thus Zimri destroyed all the household of Baasha, according to the word of the Lord, which he spoke against Baasha by Jehu the prophet, for all the sins of Baasha and the sins of Elah his son, by which they had sinned, and by which they had made Israel sin in provoking the Lord God of Israel to anger with their idols. Now the rest of the acts of Elah and all that he did, are they not written in the book of the Chronicles of the king of Israel? So now Zimri rules in Israel. Verse 15 of 1 Kings 16. In the 27th year of Asa king of Judah, Zimri had reigned in Tirzah 7 days, and the people were encamped against Gibbethon, which belonged to the Philistines. Now the people who were encamped heard it said, Zimri has conspired and also has killed the king. So all Israel made Omri, the commander of the army, king over Israel that day in the camp. Then Omri and all Israel went with him, went up from Gibbethon and besieged Tirzah. And it happened when Zimri saw that the city was taken, that he went into the citadel of the king's house and burned the king's house upon himself with fire, and died because of the sins which he had committed in doing evil in the sight of the Lord, and walking in the way of Jeroboam, and in his sin which he had committed to make Israel sin. Now the rest of the acts of Zimri and his treason committed, are they not written in the book of the Chronicles of the kings of Israel? So Omri rules in Israel. Then the people of Israel were divided into two parts. Half of the people followed Timni, the son of Ginath, to make him king, and half followed Omri. But the people who followed Omri prevailed over the people who followed Timni, the son of Ginath. So Timni died, and Omri reigned. In the 31st year of Asa, king of Judah, Omri became king over Israel and reigned 12 years. 6 years he reigned in Tirzah, and he bought the hill of Samaria from Shemer for 2 talents of silver. And then he built on the hill and called the name of the city which he built Samaria, after the name of Shemer, who owner of the hill. Omri did evil in the eyes of the Lord, and did worse than all who were before him, for he walked in all the ways of Jeroboam the son of Nebat, and in his sin by which he had made Israel sin, provoking the Lord God of Israel to anger with their idols. Now the rest of the acts of Omri which he did, in the might that he showed, are they not written in the book of the Chronicles of kings of Israel? So Omri rested with his fathers and was buried in Samaria. Then Ahab his son reigned in his place. So Ahab, in the 38th year of Asa, king of Judah, Ahab the son of Omri became king over Israel, and Ahab the son of Omri reigned over Israel and Samaria 22 years. Now Ahab the son of Omri did evil in the sight of the Lord more than all who were before him, and it came to pass, as though it had been a trivial thing for him to walk in the sins of Jeroboam the son of Nebat, that he took as wife Jezebel, the daughter of Ethbaal, king of the Sidonians, and he went and served Baal and worshipped him. Then he set up an altar for Baal in the temple of Baal, which he had built in Samaria. And Ahab made a wooden image after Asherah, a Canaanite goddess. Ahab did more to provoke the Lord God of Israel to anger than all the kings of Israel who were before him. In his days, Hiel of Bethel built Jericho. He laid its foundation with Abiram, his firstborn, and with his youngest son, Segub, he set up its gates according to the word of the Lord, which he had spoken through Joshua the son of Nun. So the summary of Asa's reign, it says all that. So Asa rested with his fathers, and was buried with his fathers in the city of David, his father. Then Jehoshaphat, his son, reigned in his place. 2 Chronicles 16:11 through 14 is saying that as well. Now jump down to 2 Chronicles 17:1, 870 BC. Then Jehoshaphat his son reigned in his place, and strengthened himself against Israel, and he placed troops in all the fortified cities of Judah, and set garrisons in the land of Judah and in the cities of Ephraim, which Asa his father had taken. Now the Lord was with Jehoshaphat, because he walked in the former ways of his father David. He did not seek the Baals, but sought the God of his father, and walked in his commandments, not according to the acts of Israel. Therefore the Lord established the kingdom in his hand, and all Judah gave presents to Jehoshaphat, and he had riches and honor in abundance, and his heart took delight in the ways of the Lord. Moreover, he removed the high places and wooden images from Judah. So that's important that he did. He removed the high places and the images. Also in the 3rd year of his reign, he sent his leaders, Ben-Hail, Obadiah, Zechariah, Nethanel, Micaiah, to teach in the cities of Judah, and with them he sent Levites, Shemaiah, Nethaniah, Zebediah, Asahel, Shemiramoth, Jehonathan, Adonijah, Tobijah, and Tobadonijah, the Levites, and with them Elishama and Jehoram the priest. So they taught in Judah, and had the book of the law of the Lord with them. They went throughout all the cities of Judah and taught the people. And the fear of the Lord fell on all the kingdoms of the lands that were around Judah, so that they did not make war against Jehoshaphat. Also some of the Philistines brought Jehoshaphat presents and silver as tribute, and the Arabians brought him flocks, 7,700 rams and 7,700 male goats. So Jehoshaphat became increasingly powerful, and he built fortresses and stored cities in Judah. He had much property in the cities of Judah, and the men of war, mighty men of valor, were in Jerusalem. These are their numbers according to their fathers' houses. Of Judah, the captains of thousands, Adam the captain with him 300,000. Hold on. 300,000 many mighty men of valor, and next to him was Jehohanan the captain, and with him 280,000, and next to him was Amasiah the son of Zichri, who willingly offered himself to the Lord, and with him 200,000 mighty men of valor. Of Benjamin, Eliada, a mighty man of valor, and with him 200,000 men armored with bow and shield. And next to him was Jehozabad, and with him 180,000 prepared for war. These served the king. Besides those, the king put in the fortified cities throughout all Judah. Now 1 Kings 17:1. And Elijah the Tishbite of the inhabitants of Gilead said to Ahab, As the Lord God of Israel lives, before whom I stand, there shall not be dew nor rain these years, except at my word. Then the word of the Lord came to him, saying, Get away from here, and turn eastward, and hide by the brook Cherith, which flows into the Jordan. And it will be that you shall drink from the brook, and I have commanded the ravens to feed you there. So he went and did according to the word of the Lord, for he went and stayed by the brook Cherith, which flows into the Jordan. The ravens brought him bread and meat in the morning, and bread and meat in the evening, and he drank from the brook. And it happened after a while that the brook dried up, because there had been no rain in the land. All right. Good deal. All right. Thank y'all for being here. Sorry, kind of rushed through that and all, but tired. Need to be able to relax for a little bit before I go back to work and get out in the sun. But love y'all. You'll have a great day. Hope you're having a great week so far. Bye.